Hi, Kozan here. I wanted to speak to you today about Open Box. Um, as the London Bitcoin Bank project is moving into hibernation, as GPUs are not really as effective with especially LBTC grid. I wanted to cover very important points right now. Um, as you know, there's a few problems happening with Bitcoin, namely with difficulty, ASICs, and Bitcoin prices, and these are causing a lot of stress, which makes LBTC in itself not be able to continue with GPU teams. So what OpenBox is us looking at what's out there, what's the services out there, and how they can benefit you right now. So if you have checked your PMs, I know a few of you have gone through. Um, I've shown you a different mine to work through. Now, this is not part of the London Bitcoin Bank, but it will allow you to continue and be able to make some progress. Okay, so this talk is about OpenBox and getting started with it. I wanted to show you a few things. So this talk will be about 10-15 minutes. It's good to be tuned to this and it will help a lot, especially if you like mining. Okay, so OpenBox. If we look at the original system with LBTC, it was how we worked was GPU teams all plug in and we build up speeds. You get paid obviously each month, and with the remainder profits we buy ASICs. At the moment with LBTC grid, let's just go to it, do a search. Okay. Let it just load up. LBTC grid is a bit low at the minute. It has been for a while. Let's just look. As you can see, no one's mining at the minute. And it makes sense because right now, even if you do mine, as you've probably noticed, it's not producing anything. Now, LBTC grid, we're looking at changing it and setting up different pools with different coins. It can be interesting. We've found some coins that's much more profitable than Litecoin, but it won't, we have to change it around, and it most likely will have much better pool fees. It won't be under the LBTC system. Again, we have to hibernate on LBTC because obviously if our main principle isn't working right now, then we have to wait till it is possible. Okay, we will cover such things again. If you go to the London Bitcoin Bank site, there's a post on here about hibernation. I've sent a PM about this. Where is it? It's this post right here from the 19th of November. In there, it speaks about hibernation. If you can go in there and leave a comment, it can help the direction of what we're doing. Okay, so let's just go back to this. So right now, GPU teams ain't working. ASICs, there's some people have still asked should they purchase an ASIC, and I don't recommend it. The whole industry is changing. This is why we had LBTC grid here with VRM speeds. Right now we're not running VRM speeds. Right, let's just go back to here. So ASICs, it's not good to buy ASICs. VRM we found is better because these mining pools, massive mining pools, what some of them have come up with ingenious solutions. And what that is they have mining equipment there. They can spend millions on mining equipment. They've got it there, and then it's easy to buy contracts, which then does the work. And as you know, ASICs are much more efficient than GPUs. But with GPUs, again, if you want to continue mining with GPUs, then we'll give you a few different systems. So, what is the benefit of Open Box? If we look at our old method, that was entirely working with LBTC, and it's such an intensive process, especially when we was making payments directly on Odesk. It was such a long time frame to be able to hire people and organize it and everything. So as a content production company, Try a Million, we can work better with this new Open Box system. So what is Open Box? Open Box is finding the best services out there and connecting the dots, so you can continue with your process, your unplugging process, and it also opens more doors where we can have a look at how things are progressing. As we said, we're going to hold on to $30. Just hold it in Bitcoin and wait till those figures go up. The benefit with that is that if we hold a system such as a 50% system, we can wait till Bitcoin's value goes to the point where, okay, we can say that half of the amount of what we've built up is enough to buy the biggest miner. So then when that happens, we can buy the miner and we'll still be left with half of the amount. So it always keeps us always progressing the project forward. I think that is the best option for hibernation. If we just give out the $30, then what ends up happening is it kills all of our effort from last year. Remember, we got two devices, 336 million hashes a second. Though they're small, they still can hold benefits. So with that in mind, what I'm going to do from this point of this talk is to show you through the Open Box system as we're going to test it out. Now, this is the crypto exchange. If you have a look at the last PM and also have a look at the PM with this video, there should be a link in there that brings you here. Please follow that link and come here and sign up. It's pretty simple to sign up. I'm not going to go into that here, but this is what is interesting. Now, you'll see some amazing things here. You'll see a little reward from the little speeds we got there at the moment. Okay, so this is what the interface looks like from the purchase of contracts. We'll come to this in a moment, and I'll explain to you an interesting system. It's important to listen to this and follow through. I know it takes a bit of time, but it will help you get started in the right way. So first, sign up. Follow the link in the email. It is important to follow that process. Once you signed up, let's look at the mining process. You likely have your miner still installed. So what we need to do is change the settings. I will send you a link. You won't have to go through like we're doing here, but I just need to go through and find the link to the miner. Okay, let's just go through. If you follow through here, there's quite a bit of information. Okay, it's probably not gonna allow me to do that. Let's try going through and seeing if I have it installed. I believe your miner, as you've installed it from the London Bitcoin Bank, is somewhere in here. So let's just find it. The London Bitcoin Bank. Okay. Yep, I've got the softwares here. Now, what you want to do is, I'm sure you should have it installed in this location as well. So go to your main drive, program files, the London Bitcoin Bank, and you should have either your AMD miner or NVIDIA miner. Now, what you want to do, okay, I haven't got it installed, but let's just see. Okay, this does look familiar. Okay, what you want to do, you'll have a file in here. It's likely going to say start LBTC1.bat or something similar. .bat. Don't worry about the back here because this is like a backup file. So you should have this start LBTC1.bat. If you open that up, you'll need to open it up. It's a bat file. If you can't open it, then you can always type text, and then once you've edited it, then you can put it back to bat. As it's done here, I've got Notepad++, which allows me to open this up nice and easy. Okay, if we come in here, you've got the settings. If you've got AMD miner, it should come up with a similar process. I believe the miners are different, but I can't remember right now. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to change a few settings here. This is already set up on LBTC Grid, and it will have your username. You will also have other settings. Again, if you know what you're doing, you can experiment with them. But as we found out, this was a good process. It installed the software and was pretty simple to do. So what we want to do is, once you've logged in at the crypto exchange, you'll have this link here, and when you open it, you'll come here. So there's some important things here. Like this is mining BTC. You don't want to mine BTC with a GPU or CPU or anything. What you want to do is, if you've got an ASIC, then by all means you can enter this data, and your ASIC miner, if it's for SHA 512 or 256 or whatever it's called, if you do that or that, it will do the mining under BTC. What we want to look at is with GPU teams. Okay, so let's come to LTC for Litecoins and Doggy coins. You've got two options here that I recommend, either LTC plus Doggy or multiple. LTC plus Doggy is gonna mine both these coins, which are obviously Litecoin we've been mining with, and Doggy coin is quite good as well. So what you would do is, let's say here it says Stratum server LTC ghash.io. You want to copy that and just change this over. Make sure it's got the URL there, and obviously the port number. And then for worker name, what you'll do is, in our case this is the worker name, but in your case what you'll do is whatever you registered under, and dot whatever the worker name is. So if we just go like this and bring it across, so then you'll put your worker name there. So your username dot worker name, and that's all you need to do. Save it, and when you run the software, when you start mining, it will be mining under the pool. Now you got two options here, as I recommend: LTC plus Doggy plus multiple. So this one mines, from what I understand, this is mining Doggy coins plus Litecoins, same as what we was doing on LBTC Grid Litecoins. Another option is multiple, and what multiple does is it actually mines several different coins, and it looks for the most profitable coin. Like for example, MYR, that has 101.4% profitability. So Litecoin is 100%. That is, if you mine that, it will give 1.4% extra. What multiple does is it allows mining the best and most profitable coins. So it's saying to you DGB plus Doggy coins is mining right now. I don't know why that's showing differently, but yeah, it goes through and it mines them, and it will show you how many shares you did out of all of them. Now this is very important with LBTC Grid. Let's just go to it. With LBTC Grid, what would happen is there's all different of these pools connected together, and we would mine as well. And as you was mining under your own usernames, what would happen is you wasn't getting enough speeds to be able to produce results, and difficulty obviously affecting all this. So the pool option we went with wasn't the best option, but it was the option we could only work with the speeds we had. If we had gone with making a pool like this, it's likely that we'd have mined for years and years and never even make a payout, because it requires a lot of people to make it work. Okay, so there's several 100,000 people mining at this pool. If we go down, there's 330,000 people, active traders here. I will go into that in a moment, but this is the second step. So first step, you want to sign up here. Please go through the link that we send you. It's important. And then second, come here and set up your miner so you're mining correctly. So what this will do is it will mine the most profitable coin, and you've got a few options here. If you come to the bottom, you can choose to convert to Bitcoins, or you can choose to convert to Litecoins. You can choose not to convert certain coins if you want to hold them, and you can choose to drop miner jobs when saving coins, and then save settings. If you come down here, you will see what's happening, your shares and payout and converted. Remember, orphans, those are blocks which are not correct, so they're orphaned, and usually you don't get paid for that. Keep in mind, this system isn't part of us. It's not part of the London Bitcoin Bank, but as we've been using it for several months for VRM, and I'm satisfied with what I've seen with the results, then this is the best option that I can give you right now. Okay, so what will happen is you'll solve it, and you'll have your shares, and you'll have a payout and converted. If I go back to the Bitcoin version, I'll show you a bit better on this one. Okay, so what you got is it's showing speeds every now and again, because it's a very low speeds. It's doing it every now and again. And Boris and Benedict, we're gonna give you 1 gigahash through here, so that will be running as well. I'll show you all about this after. But as you can see, even at such low speeds, it's still producing results. And this is again why it's important to move yous in this direction. I'm sure yous will be pleased with the results here. Okay, so this is the second step, you mining. Now I want to get to strategy, and then we got another aspect I want to speak about, especially for people who's got social media skills, internet marketing skills, and things like that. It will do a lot of good. Okay, so we come here. This is the main place, the main exchange. Now you've got all of this happening. Recently there's been a lot of talk about the unbanked. A lot of people cannot invest, a lot of people cannot do anything because it's very expensive. So what Bitcoin does is it allows a lot of people to be able to access the same kind of systems that wealthy people do, and it kind of allows a freedom. So what have we got here? We got BTC to USD. We're not interested in that. What we're interested in is these ones, gigahash to BTC. Now this is the important one. So we come here, and as you can see, it's showing 0 here. Yeah, so we got speeds here, and it's going up and down all the time, the cost for it, the cost for getting speeds here. And what you can do is you can come down here and make a purchase. So if you go like this, it says to you 40 gigahashes. Now that's instant trade. I put it on. I recommend it depends how you're working. Instant trade will cost you a lot more. It will buy at whatever amount is being offered, and it can be more expensive, but it means it will fulfill the order instantly. Now you can come like this and you can select your prices. Again, this is the if you double click here, it shows you the price right here. Now I want to speak about a system that I think will work best for you to build up your speeds. And what you'll do is you'll be mining. You choose to mine how much you want to mine. You do as much as you want. As you're mining, you're earning here. You're producing an amount. And what you want to do with that amount is, as it builds up, if I just show you something here, multiple. I don't think with LTC plus Doggy it will convert it. But on this one, you can select for it to automatically convert mine coins to BTC. And what will happen is it will build up here. Now, what you want to do is once you've built up here, it can go even a little amounts, and usually you should be able to even buy very small amounts. So let me just put in a figure. Let's put 3 gigahashes. I want to purchase 3 gigahashes. Remember, if you've built up speeds and you want to really do this fast, then as you build up speeds, just double click that and it will bring in exactly everything you need, and you press order. So let's look at how fast you can build up mining speeds that mines 24/7 for you, and this goes on and on and on. Remember, it will take a fee every time for electricity costs and maintenance costs. So that is a factor to remember, especially with Bitcoin's prices. If they go too low, then it can really affect it. Okay, so let's see how fast we can get 3 gigahashes. Now I have to remind you, last year when we built up speeds, our highest that GPU's teams put into the London Bitcoin Bank project under Bitcoin was about 2 gigahashes. So here I'm about to purchase 3 gigahashes. Watch this. place order. Actually, let me just update this. I'm only putting 3 gigahashes here as the price is high. There's no point to buy at a high price. Again, this is something that can really change your strategy. You know, it's up to you how you deal with this, but you can do a lot here, and it can benefit you. You can buy and sell, and it can increase it. So what we're gonna do is just go here, put 3 gigahashes, press place order. Your order has been placed and it's all purchased. Look, one after the other, it's all been purchased. It hasn't said order complete, but yeah, it's actually completed. You can click here, close all, and it's closed. Now you got 3 gigahashes here, and if we go back and we click here to BTC, it might take a bit of time to show up, but this is the open job. Look, they take about 10 minutes, so it's not going to show until it's solved a share. We've only got 3 gigahashes. This figure isn't always accurate, as you can see, 3 gigahashes here. I will show you something after, and you'll see the difference. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just leave this for now, and we'll come back and look at this in a moment. The ID for this job is 97792. Okay, we'll have a look at this in a moment and see what happens. Okay, so I just want to cover something. If you issued speeds, like for example for Boris and Benedict, we might have a competition for another person, or we might give out some free speeds. I don't know yet. We'll see how what kind of participation people's doing. As the months have gone on, we've seen less and less people participate, so you know, we have to balance whether it's worth it. So what we're gonna do is, if you're issued a speed, then all you have to do is come to finance, paste in your voucher here, and redeem, and the speeds will automatically go on. It will be in your account, and you'll be able to, it will be mining 24/7 for you. Okay, now here's an important point that maybe LBTC, you know, for the company it can work out better, for everyone it can work out better with Open Box. The pool allows anyone to earn 3% of the referred balance. So you know, if you have a look here, it shows 534 million hashes a second. Now if you've got a GPU, it's very unlikely you got 534 million hashes a second ASIC, GPU for Bitcoin, not with Litecoin. So it's real possible that you can really get a lot of results, not even with mining itself. This is why I said it should be interesting. So you can come along and you can sign up, you can bring people to the crypto exchange, and what will happen is, as they build up speeds, you will build up speeds. So this is similar to the clan and group feature. So you can go out there, do like what we did, build up teams, bring them on. They can each run on their own, and you'll still gain benefit, and it still benefits the company as well. So make sure you go through and join through links we send you. It will change an unprofitable situation into a slightly better one, and something that can benefit all of us. It can go a long way. You can bring a lot of people if you know internet marketing and things like that, and it will help boost Bitcoin. As more people are using Bitcoin, then prices go up, things improve, and this is the whole point of how financial unplugging would actually work is by actually people using it. If no one's using it, no financial unplugging can happen. So this can really do a lot for you. Now, what we're gonna do is we're also going to point the miners that we got to everyone. We want to run that over again, even though they've been decommissioned, they're not really producing results. As we can get this data and we can put it all together, it allows a way for all of us to see how these miners are working and that they're providing the benefits, which is always important to know. So what I want you to do is, once you signed up, go through here, and if you scroll down under promo materials, you will find my cloud mining gigahash rate. So the HTML code, please send us this on Odesk. Yeah, it's important to take this and send it to us. Remember, even if we lose contact with you in future, yeah, if we have your Litecoin address, we can always get devices and point them to your Litecoin address. So even if we lose contact with you, we still have a point of contact we can mine for you when we have those devices. And with a Bitcoin, we can, or even Litecoin or whatever, if we have this data for you, then we can always mine for you in the future. It just allows a better system to make sure that the project continues. Okay, so please remember to get this and send us this. Remember to send your link, whatever your link is, to your friends, people you know. You've got different banner ads here, images, things like that, which can help bring people to it. I will give you another tip here for social media, where you can get some credits to put some posts up in different places, get some likes, things like that, and you can bring people to this and sign up as well. It's just a different route where maybe it works a little better instead of having direct access where we have to put in the administration. Such a method like this can still allow all of us to achieve the same things without having to do all of the tedious aspects. Okay, so let's just have a look at gigahash.io. It hasn't brought us any speeds yet. Let's have a look. We've still got the speeds there. We just have to wait. Again, it doesn't happen too often if you haven't got the speeds. If you've got lots of speeds, then this will happen faster. It may take a bit of time. If you're mining with your GPU, your results are going to be very small. So if you're starting with 0 speed and you're mining, then you'll make money through the LTC plus Doggy. You'll build up Litecoins, or you'll build up on the other coins. If you convert back to Bitcoins, you'll get those under your balance. They'll build up. However, you need to follow this system. What will happen is, as you're mining, you'll build up speeds. Every time you build up speeds, just purchase through here. This is our recommended strategy. Obviously, however you do it is up to you. But as you build up speeds, as you build up coins, buy speeds, you know, and then after you've done that, have a look at here. And if you want to venture into actually trying to trade and make extra from your earnings, then do it through here. And what will end up happening is you'll build up and you'll build up, and gradually these speeds will get bigger and bigger. And then not only are you mining with your GPU, but you got speeds to build up as well. Again, this is a very good system, and I think this is a way forward with mining. Again, I wouldn't recommend buying ASICs. The only benefit with buying an ASIC is that you have it near you. In future, if no one was mining, then you could just plug it on and you would get lots of speeds. But exactly as hosting companies are needed, all of the devices are at the hosting company. No one needs to set up a website in their home. They can run it through a hosting company. And I think this is the direction that mining will go. We'll see more and more places where you can actually get the devices where they're mining for you, and it saves a lot of delivery costs. A lot of the waste we had last year was paying delivery costs, and we didn't even get it back. So the option of, instead of going with the smallest devices, these places like here can have big devices, and then you just choose as much as you want out of it. So this is our recommended strategy. You know, do your mining with your GPU, build up speeds, and then convert it here and get your speeds. As you build up, then you know, you can start venturing into trading if you wanted to, and further build up your money. And I think this method is the best method right now to work under the unplugging principle. Again, it depends on how many people are using Bitcoin. Right now, there's more miners than there's you know, people using Bitcoins, just normal people who's not mining. And because of that, we're gonna have problems. It's gonna be very tight until things improve, but it's getting there. So please follow through with that suggestion. Sign up here and do that, and send us this link. And if you do that, you'll find that your results are there. You're getting results and things are improving. With another pool, we want to bring in another pool as well. With LBTC Grid, this server likely will be converted into a more normal pool. It will have a fee, but the fee might be, you know, about 3% or 5% or 2%, something like that. You know, it will be very small amounts because it won't be under the LBTC system. With LBTC, what we're gonna do, like I said, we're gonna get the $30, put them safe, and then we just have to ride it out. And this gives us many options. You know, instead of just running with one option, we've got many options to be able to move forward while you're also moving forward. Okay, thank you for listening to this chat. I know it's been a bit of a long one, but I'm sure you'll be pleased with the results. Follow through with the links and check the PMs. And over the next few days, we'll cover some things for hibernation and making sure you get started right with these methods. Create a great day.